of Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, as a couple of teams square off in a game that is often filled with hijinks and fun. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions offense will go to work first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now,
there he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 45 on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Leaves it with the back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Using his legs, it's Hayes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to run for it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Duke's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll go right back to it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Finds him out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Finds his man in the middle. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
I
like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The give on the inside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing...
He's taking the shot. Makes the catch on the left. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. Make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hayes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will keep it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Hayes. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might...
Oh, he's got some space. They ain't getting stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mason. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the left. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Why not trying to get it in? They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. That grab puts him over 3,000 yards for his career.
That's impressive because every week he's got a target on his back. Defenses know the quarterback is looking his way, and still, David, this guy's been able to dice up coverages. 3,000 yards is a big number.
And that speaks to his talent, man. Like,
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
when these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Mason. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Swings it out to the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Hobbs. Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has... ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Flips it out in the flat.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. 221 wing. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket breaking down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
What a disappointment. No good. I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Duke's Mayo Bowl that would have social media buzzing for a variety of reasons, and through 2 quarters of football, that is the case. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half in the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. booted away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. The short hands, it's Moore. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. The corners are walked up tight. Running back searching for a hole. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and
breaks into the open. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Blue Devils are marching down the field.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he never had. Chance just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slick.
Going for the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he makes the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. 42-14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Duke! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Rhodes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Turns it on in midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Duke. That's a 20. He's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that.
Max going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The short hands, it's Moore. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the pass.
It's picked off and another empty drive.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game.
Bringing it back. Gets it past the marker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running through contact. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a crease. It's Sharp. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Throws to the back. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Torres. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Power football with the run. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
The Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Duke. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks thanks to this senior defender. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding this.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! Let's go! Good timing on the quick out. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Caught in the backfield, it's Denson. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good